Hey, welcome to Cow-Free Kicks. On this channel I review leather-free sneakers only, and this video is the third and final installment from the full range from a brand new brand called mounttocoast. It is the mounttocoast S1s. Welcome to the channel. If you've not seen one of my videos before, I always look into 5 different categories when I review a pair of sneakers, and I think they're really important when you're making that decision into buying a new pair of kicks. And then at the end of the video, I will give these mounttocoast S1s an overall rating out of 5 stars and compare them against all the other shoes that I reviewed so far in 2024. Now, if you do like what you see as you're going along, please do not forget to click the little thumbs up like button below on your device. And whilst you're down there, and if you've not done so already, please do take time to subscribe to the channel. All the support is greatly appreciated. So let's start this review off, as we always do, by checking these mounttocoast S1s out on feet. I've been very lucky to review the other 2 shoes that mounttocoast currently have available via their website, which is the P1s and the R1s. This is the S1, possibly the most business-like of the 3 in terms of the fact that it's a lot more subtle in terms of branding, and it's probably their most well-established running shoe because it is an ultra running record breaker. But I do think it still transitions very well as an everyday lifestyle casual shoe as well, just because of how subtle the branding is. But it's more subtle than the other 3, I think. The other 2, sorry, and that's because it's only got subtle branding really towards the heel of the shoe, a little bit of S1 branding on the tongue, and then really small branding on the upper of the tongue as well, and on the insole of the shoe also. So overall, it's a very subtly branded shoe, and again, I do think that means that it transitions nicely as a lifestyle shoe because it's not plastered with the fact that this is, for its intended purpose, an ultra running shoe. But overall, I do think the plain look of it does make it the least interesting of the 3 that mounttocoast have to offer. But overall, it's got some really nice features. It's got the LightCELL technology for this all blacked out midsole, which is really nice, soft and squishy to the touch, and we'll talk more about that in the comfort section. It's got a ZeroSag insert on the midsole as well to help with stabilization and shock absorption. And then it's also got on the front of the shoe here, it's got some TPU detailing to make the front more durable, 100% recycled yarn used in this upper, and then you have the adjustable wrapping, which is on the inside of the foot here, which links into the laces to create a tighter fit and a more secure fit around the middle of the foot. And then this shoe here has a TPU cage that's in a matte finish at the back of the shoe for extra durability and stability. And then it has a very small heel pull at the back of the shoe as well, which is elasticated as well. Overall, with the fact that you've got this GOFLOW unit that you can see symbolized here on the outsole of the shoe as well, I do think they are a really good looking shoe, but I just think they're lacking a little bit compared to the other 2 in the range. Now I want to talk more about their comfort, where I'll put this LightCELL midsole to the test on my back doorstep. The LightCELL technology that mounttocoast use for their foam units on all of their shoes available in their range is 50% lighter on average than a standard EVA foam, and also it's 45% more responsive. And you can really feel that underfoot. When I was doing the step test, you could see that there was a lot of give and really nice responsive bounce back from toe to heel in this midsole unit. And also, I did take these out for a short run. Now, I didn't record any of that because I really hate shaky camera work and I just don't think it looks too great. I did feel that they really did offer some great responsive bounce back and energy return as I was going around in these. And you can just feel that in general when you're walking around in them. The responsive squish and cushion that you get from them really is nice and really is refreshing underfoot. Now it does come with two different systems to aid with stability and shock absorption, and that's the ZeroSag insert that's on the top of the midsole, and then towards the bottom of the midsole you have this GOFLOW insert as well, which really does help with stability. Now these are an incredibly stable unit. There's hardly any foot roll with these at all. So under your foot, Not only is there like a cloud-like cushion, but it's just really nice and responsive. And then you get on top of your foot, you've got some really nice padding towards the heel and underneath the tongue. And this recycled yarn upper is really nice on top of the foot as well. And when it comes to the fit, these are an absolute true fit for me in whatever Nike size you wear. So I'm a perfect length UK size 10 in Nike shoes, and I've got slightly wider than average feet, but I found that there was ample room in this widened toe box. So overall, just a perfect fit for me. Now I want to move on to their weight, where I want to pop them on the scales. Coming in at under 300 grams per shoe. Now I think any shoe that's below the 350 gram mark is considered lightweight, but anything that comes below 300 grams is a freakishly lightweight shoe. And mounttocoast have again achieved a shoe that is under the 300 gram mark, and I just think overall that's a great weight for a pair of shoes, not only for something that you're going to use for potentially ultra runs, but also just an everyday shoe that you want to wear for longer periods. That really low weight is really going to add to the comfort because you won't feel them dragging around all day. Now I want to talk more about their breathability, where I want to pump this well perforated recycled yarn upper full of smoke to see how breathable it is. Great result in the breathability test. There's so many perforations in the middle of the foot and on the toe box that make this shoe an incredibly breathable pair of sneakers. The rate of release and the amount of smoke that released was really up there with some of the best that I've reviewed all year. Now the only thing you're not going to get breathability from is the rear of the shoe, but that's where all of the TPU cage is housed and this extra padding, and it's incredibly rare to find breathability on the rear of the sneaker. So overall, they're going to offer you really nice breathability. Now I want to move on to their price. Now these will set you back $150 per pair. Now it is a new brand, that's probably an entry-level price point, but when you consider other runners out there are going now for close to $200, maybe even higher, that price is a really good price considering everything you get with the shoe and all the technology that they've put into this shoe and the comfort and ride you get from them. And don't forget, I do think these transition really well from an everyday runner to also an everyday casual lifestyle shoe. So for that price, I don't think they really could have done much more other than improve the looks, because I do think these are probably the pair out of all three that I don't like as much looks wise, but I still do think they're a great looking shoe. But for that reason, I can't give them the full 5 stars, so I'm going to give these a very solid 4 stars. Now you may look at the scores that I've given in every other area and think, why have these only got 4? And I just think it's because these are the weakest shoe out of the 3 when it comes to being an everyday lifestyle shoe. That's the only reason I can give for the 4 stars, but overall I do think they are, again, another great shoe from a really nice new brand. Now if you've liked what you've seen today, please do not forget to give the video a thumbs up right before you leave. You can also follow me on Instagram, drop any comments below, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye.